noontime. The mu'adhin says Allahu Akbar, so we leave our work and we go to pray. So we remember Allah all times. And today I chose a topic about our bad habits. That me and you, we have to admit that we have bad habits. These bad habits have taken us from the path that Allah wants us to follow. So when we ask Allah every day to guide us to the straight path, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, every day we ask Allah to guide us to the straight path, we mean it. And we have to mean it. And if we don't mean it, we have to admit that we don't mean it. So, brothers and sisters, one of the bad habits that we all do is when we come to the prayer late. Subhanallah, and Allah says in the Quran, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ كَانَتْ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا, that the prayer has to be done, or it's a timed book for the believers that they have to fulfill at the time of it. If it's gone, it's gone. Just like when we have an appointment with a doctor, we go in the time. If we miss it, we miss it. It's gone. Subhanallah, if we know that the prayers, my prayer and your prayer, they all race. Which one would get to the heaven first? So when we do our prayer goes faster when we do it on time. But if we do it late, our prayer will be against us on the day of judgment. Another bad habit is when we curse. Cursing is a very bad habit. As we know, one of the hypocrites came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was trying to greet the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the worst greeting ever. And he said, Assalamu alaikum. He said, Assalamu alaikum. It means, may death be upon you. So Aisha heard him. And you have to have a quick and very careful ear to hear that. When he said, Assalamu alaikum, meaning that may death be upon you. So when Aisha heard him, she tried to defend the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She said, Assalamu alaikum wal la'na. It means, may not only death be upon you, and curse of Allah. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam cured her very well. He cured her and he guided her very quick. And he said, Mahlan ya Aisha. He said, calm down and relax, O Aisha. He said, you can only fix this problem with ease. You can say, wa alaykum. So if he says peace, then wa alaykum means may peace be upon you too. But if he says may death be upon you, then wa alaykum meaning may death be upon you too. So that's a way that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we return the same amount of disrespect, but with respect. But it doesn't mean that Aisha she had a bad habit. No, but that's her duty to defend the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, same as it's our duty too. We have to defend the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم فاستغفروه يغفر لكم. الحمد لله على نعمائه، الحمد لله على غفرانه وعلى عفوه وامتنانه. أما بعد. Brothers and sisters, other bad habits we have is when we eat a little bit too much. This habit could make us a little bit lazy from the prayers. So when we eat, we first have to try a little portion of food. Some of us might be saying, if I was living in the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I would be a better person, or I have no bad habits. That's wrong. Because if, let's say that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to our day today, and me and you, we went to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asking him for advice. And the advice of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would be, when you eat, for your food, make a third. And a third for your water or liquids, and a third for your air. And you return back to your house, and you see that food is already done, how much would you be eating? Some of us will be eating too much. Subhanallah, and when the dessert comes, we eat again. And it's time to make calculations, brothers and sisters. Because it's not only, it's bad for our health when we become like a little bit heavy, or heavy in weight. It makes us lazy to do the prayer, which is something we have to admit that we have. Another bad habit that we have is lying. Some people might think that if a lie causes a little damage, then it's okay to lie. But later on it becomes a habit and we keep doing it and do it and do it, and it will make us considered as liars. We ask Allah to grant us ease.
Amen.
اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا أنت مولانا نعم المولى ونعم النصير. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا وتوفنا وارزقنا. اللهم توفنا مع الأبرار وارزقنا حسن الخاتمة. أسألك ربي في التوفيق في السؤال ليلة المبيت. أسألك ربي حسن الخاتمة فهي وربي لحظات حاسمة. رب من علينا في السعادة والفوز بالجنة عند الشهادة. وأقم الصلاة يرحمكم ويرحمكم الله.